We're on to our first winner of the 5th D&D Creator Contest, and I feel like I'm being watched right now. That's because I am, because the eye is watching is the first winner. I had a couple of ideas in mind about a few monsters that already had a multitude of eyes. But you know me, I need to be unique, so here you are, the 5 sight. Alright, here's your stats. Pause to read. The 5 sight, a relative of the beholder, is a large chaotic evil aberration. The name is derived from his superior intelligence rivaling foresight. Highly charismatic and knowledgeable, he'll often resort to negotiating with his foes. And if negotiations fail, he'll always just take over their minds. He'll fly around the battlefield with his aura of hypnotism, which will charm all creatures in a 60-foot radius of him. He can fly in and swoop in with his claws attacks or use one of his many eye beams. If you're lucky enough and not already charmed by him, you'll actually get to see his disintegration or his death ray. Alright, the eye is watching. You've been a front runner for many contests. I hope you enjoy your monster, and please stop sending me all those creepy eyeballs. On to the second winner of our 5th D&D Creator Monster Contest, that is Eve Me Alone. Now, I definitely had some good stuff to work with here, either a giraffe or a unicorn from your profile, but I decided to give you something a little bit more powerful. Which is why you are simply titled the Loner Eve. The Loner Eve is highly intelligent, charismatic, and is often utilized as a diplomat for negotiations. She's fluent in many languages, has magic resistance, as well as innate spellcasting, which allows her to entertain royalty. All of this, of course, is a little bit of a ruse. You see, she's also a highly trained assassin, and if negotiations go south, she knows what to do. She's highly stealthy, she has poisoned weapons, as well as a multi-attack. She can take parry as a reaction, as well as her unique, epic double longbow, which causes huge amounts of damage at a far range, as well as adding poison to all of her attacks. And of course, a couple spells to help her out with her escape, like Expeditious Retreat, Misty Step, and Knock. I don't know how to close this one out, but Eve, I hope you enjoy your monster, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Now on to the third winner of our 5th D&D Creator Monster Contest, and that is D&D Monetized. Your content is very real, down-to-earth, but also still very colorful, and you put a good spin on things. So I wanted to put you up into the air with the Chroma Knight. Alright, here's your stats. Pause to read. The Chroma Knight is a large, lawful good construct that's all about bringing color to the battlefield. The reason why I made you a construct is simply because I haven't made any constructs yet. He flies around the battlefield with his greatsword, which is a charged weapon, causing extra lightning damage on each hit. His innate spell casting is redonkulous. Perfectly themed spells like Blade Barrier, Flame Strike, Sunbeam, Prismatic Spray, and Prismatic Wall, as well as tossing in a unique defensive feature, the Color Beam. When struck by a ranged attack, he can use a reaction to launch a beam of energy at that ranged attacker. And whatever you do, do not make the Chroma Knight angry, because some really weird stuff can happen. We're on to the 4th winner of our 5th D&D Creator Monster Contest, a woman who needs no introduction whatsoever. That's Meg the Sorceress. I mean, I feel a little backed into a corner here, because obviously I have to choose a sorceress of some kind, but I want to give it a cool spin. So I present to you Meg the Sorcerer Supreme. Congratulations, Meg. Here's your stats. Meg the Sorcerer Supreme is obviously a very powerful spellcaster. Highly intelligent, charismatic, and she will not be afraid or paralyzed of anyone. She's got magical resistance as well as glacial armor, which boosts her AC. She has a huge repertoire of very powerful spells at her command. But the coolest feature by far is her telekinetic daggers. She telepathically controls a number of floating daggers, which she launches around the battlefield. Very versatile, powerful, and incredibly difficult to defeat. Alright, Meg, I hope you enjoy your monster, and I hope it reflects the powerhouse you truly are. My apologies on the delay of this 5th and final winner of our last D&D Creator Monster Contest, and that is Mooley. Now, I really like your content, but I wanted to go with something kind of fun here, so I did a play on the ant of D&D TikTok. So here's your monster. You are the Queen Ant. Alright, Mooley, here's your stats. Pause to read. The Queen Ant Mooley is a large, unaligned beast with good strength and constitution. She has a multi-attack of a grappling bite and a poisonous sting. You might be thinking some of these abilities seem a little lackluster, but that's because the Queen never does fighting herself. Her unique ability, the Queen's Guard, means she never fights alone. She always has ant sentinels at her side. She emits a special pheromone that boosts their attacks while they're defending her. And these sentinels are not pushovers by any means. For we all know that true royalty shall never dirty their hands with the blood of their enemies. Mooley, I hope you like your monster. You've been a fan favorite for several contests now, so I hope you enjoy. Just got home from work and I am famished. I'm gonna go ahead and need my favorite orc chef to cook me up something good. He's Gronk the Gourmet. I mean, this guy needs no introduction. Look at him. So obviously Gronk is an orc who has gone all Gordon Ramsay on us. He is Gronk, the war chef. You are going to like these stats, sir. Pause to read. Gronk is a culinary orc who has great strength, constitution, and charisma. He's got moderate armor class from his Kiss to Cook apron, as well as resistance to fire damage, because he's suffered plenty of burns in the kitchen. Like most orcs, he's going to be aggressive and have a multi-attack. He's got gourmet skills, meaning he's got advantage on all rolls that pertain to food. His weapons of choice are his grand ladle and his finest cutlery, which he can use as a melee or a ranged attack. And in memory to last night's meal, he also has a fiery, spicy breath attack. That's going to deal fiery damage and a cone all in front of him. Alright, Gronk, this was definitely a very fun one. You have a perfect character at your hands there, and I hope you enjoy your stat block. We're coming full circle with this winner of the 9K D&D Creator Monster Contest, because he's been a front runner for many of them. That's the Circle DM. I really needed to capture the majesty and mysticism of who you are, the champion of bards. So here's your monster. I bring you AKASHA, the Sphinx champion of bards. Alright, sir, here's your stats. Pause to read. AKASHA, the Sphinx champion of bards, is a large monstrosity with high strength, constitution, and charisma. He's got magic weapons, he's inscrutable, as well as a long list of powerful bard spells, including the ultimate irresistible dance. Primarily a spellcaster, he does have some claw attack, but he also has the Roar of Ages, which is a massive AoE damage spell that causes deafness. And if he doesn't want to take combat into his own claws, he's got his legendary actions. Using these, he can teleport all over the battlefield away from danger, as well as recast any of his spells. Alright, Circle DM, congratulations. That was a fun play on words using the Sphinx there, and I hope you enjoy your stat block. On to the third winner of our 9K D&D Creator Contest, and it is criminal that she has so few followers. That's Literary Shoes. When I view your content, I think of thoughtfulness and just being straightforward, which is why I created for you the highly intelligent and whimsical Sagacian. The Sagacian, a play on the word sagacious. Pause to read your stats. The Sagacian is a small fey creature who is both fleeting and whimsical. It's intelligent, charismatic, and very carefree. Despite its low AC and hit points, it's actually immune to physical damage. It's incredibly difficult to capture as it can easily jump from the ethereal plane, as well as pass through creatures and other objects. It'll use some of its spells when threatened and then easily make its escape. Even though it's got magical resistance, it still has an amazing ability called the Gentle Lullaby. It gets to cast a level 3 sleep spell for free. Alright, Literary Shoes, you've been waiting a long time to get your monster, so I hope it's everything you wanted and more. Congratulations. The fourth winner of our 9K D&D Creator Monster Contest is another big heavy hitter and popular name. That's the Low Level Adventure. You seem like a pretty chill guy, very carefree, very funny, but I wanted to give you a dangerous side, which is why I present to you the Tribal Linebreaker. Alright, sir, here's your stats. Pause to read. The Tribal Linebreaker is a battle-hardened warrior who's only called in during the most dire of circumstances. He's got great strength, dexterity, and constitution, as well as a couple of damage immunities. He's used as a brutal shock trooper with his charge and savage attacks. He also has a unique ability where he can literally destroy the shield of an opponent. He's going to be doing a lot of upfront damage with his dual battle axes, as well as his bite attack. Truly a spectacle to behold on the battlefield, he'll inspire his allies. He'll let out a massive roar called Break the Lines, which grants his allies additional attacks as well as temporary hit points. This one I took a couple of creative liberties with, but I hope you enjoy your monster, Low Level Adventure. Finally, on to our fifth and final winner of the 9K D&D Creator Monster Contest, and that is the Level 8 Dad. Now, yours was a little bit tricky. I don't know if I'm just tired from work or what, but something about your content made me think that you wanted to get up off the ground. So I decided to turn you into a legendary Colossus, the Level 8. So here's your stats. Go ahead and pause to read. Congratulations, Level 8. You are my first gargantuan monstrosity. You're a massive construct with huge AC and a huge number of hit points, as well as an incredibly high amount of strength and constitution. You have several damage immunities and immune to nearly all conditions. You have several more abilities to boost up your defenses like Immutable Form, Siege Monster, Limited Magic Immunity, and Legendary Resistance. Your multi-attack is going to be dishing out huge amounts of damage with your Mace, your Flat Cannon, and your Stomp. But you also have another amazing ability called the Dead Zone, which is a massive AoE damage ability that knocks all your enemies prone. Congratulations, man. I hope you enjoy your Colossus.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.